Hello everybody, I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and my entertainment rundown for today is a review of the film The Other Lamb. Now this has just been released on VOD, so you can get your hands on a pay-per-view, whatever. And it's new and it's unique. It's a film about a cult. It appears to take place in modern day times. It seems to be somewhere in the United States. Now, the movie itself was shot in Ireland, but it seems to be a contemporary story told in the United States. But it's about one man, played by Michael Weissman, and he used to be on Game of Thrones, I think. But he plays this man who has a cult following of all women. He has like 8 or 9 wives, and then he has probably 10 to 12 daughters, all females, wives and daughters. But he controls them. He's called the shepherd, and they almost look to him as a deity. But they live out in a remote part of the country. It looks like somewhere in the West. It's completely isolated. How they get food supplies, they raise lambs. You see that in the film. And the movie focuses on one girl who's probably 12, 13 years old, maybe a little older, named Selah. She is played by Raffi Cassidy, and she watches how things roll out. She's devoted to the shepherd, and she wants to be an obedient daughter and follow him. But then she begins to see flaws in how controlling he is, how manipulative he is, and that's what the movie's about, is whether or not she will have an awakening and discover that this is not the life that she should be living. The movie itself is a little bit slow. I thought that it could have moved up. It still had a fascination though, because you wonder what keeps these women so devoted to this man who doesn't seem like anybody that much out of the ordinary. But I kept thinking, is this symbolic of the Me Too movement? Is this supposed to show how women have been oppressed by men? You can read a range of symbolism into it. And after the movie was, after I'd finished watching it, then that's what I went back and did in my head. But it never is specific. It just follows the cult-like, atmosphere that this man has projected, and the control that he has, and then the awakening of a little seed of rebellion. The acting is good in this movie. That's one of the plus sides for it. The story, you want to know where it's going, what's going to happen, so you're in it for that. But the pacing of the plot is not good. It just moves along. You don't see any direction that it's headed, but it's there. The film is not rated, but I would give it an R because there is violence and there is nudity. I scored it 5 out of 10, on the cusp of being a little bit better than that, but just not there. I watched it straight through, didn't stop, go do something else, come back to it. So I was that interested in it, but it just never got over, the limits of the plot of where it's going. But you might, take a chance. You might enjoy it. So, look it up. It's called The Other Lamb, and like I said, 5 out of 10. Now, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We want you on board. Join the gang here. And we'll all take part in these movie reviews as we move forward. Stay safe and healthy. But for today, this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown with a review of the film The Other Lamb.